Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. All right. I've got a lot of questions here. I'm going to go through as fast as possible, fast and as accurate as possible. I wanted to say thank you to Just to Learn. Thank you very much. My granddaughter Callie and I. Thank you. All right. Card of the day is the Page of Pentacles. These are messages because each of the pages are messengers that are written, texted, emails, things that are written, TV bottom scroll, license plates, signs that you see, sign, everywhere sign. Pay attention to the omens, the signs, the things that are written. This is also about finances. This is about coupons and planting some seed money towards your short-term goals. All right. We're going to ask about, our guides and angels showed us that Trump's trip to China would not be productive, and indeed it was not. And the end card, the outcome card, was the Page of Swords. And now I understand, because, that's like the spying, the gossip, things that are said, negative words. There's all that going on. But there's rumors that Xi is funneling parts of things that fly in the air to Iran to help Iran. And then he's just, anyway. And then, I think Trump is getting some happy medicine in his liquid IVs because he was bunko. Did you see him talk about the trees? That was so funny. You have to see him. Watch the Midas touch about the trees. Oh, I lost it. Okay. Speaking of losing it, we're going to ask about Erica Kirk. Let's see. President Xi gave Stephen Miller the once-over in the procession line or the greeting line. We're going to ask about earthquakes by the end of July, California, Oregon, Washington State. Okay, yeah, is Trump on Paxil or something thereof? Will the Strait of Hormuz be open very soon? Fed Chair Jerome Powell steps down today. Skiba wants to know if how our economy is going to do, and then the future of the stock market. Karen wants to know if Greenland and Denmark are safe and stay in their own sovereignty and governance. I wanted to look at Poland again because I never get good cards for Poland. And Iran, are they going to launch flying objects in the air at our ships, or us, or will we, or will Russia? And then DHS Mullin has been given Markwayne, because one name is not enough. Markwayne, Bubba Markwayne. Let's give him 3 names. Marching orders to step it up. So let's look at his future. All right. Then we'll take a look at a reading for you and I. And we're supposed to have really bad lightning storm. If you've ever been in Florida, we're the lightning capital of the world. So it's just, there's no fooling around when it's lightning because it's scary stuff. But it's going to happen Sunday. We have inland storms Saturday night, but Sunday's supposed to hit here. So Sunday evening, late afternoon, evening. Okay. And then there's all kinds of crazy storm warnings all over through the Midwest, from Oklahoma City, David. So we'll be thinking of you. And then everybody up through Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, where Jen is, and Autumn from Orange and Black, and Wisconsin, Minnesota. So please, make sure you got Ryan Hall Y'all app on your phone so that you can be alerted if you're anywhere in that area. And then the areas out west have to be careful of fire and drought and weird wind stuff that's happening. So I just keep getting, really tough stuff with weather. So please just be weather aware, become your own chief meteorological consultant. But I like Ryan's app because if you're in the alert area, there's an alert that goes off from his app that's his voice and until you get up and turn it off, especially if it's at nighttime. So what could be better than that? Okay. All right. Let's start. All right. Let's just warm up with Erica Kirk's future because Candace Owen is stepping on that cat's tail. She's on the tail. All right. So, Erica Kirk. What does her future look like? She's supposed to be taking over Turning Point, but that's gone. Our guides and angels showed us exactly that CK would be gone and that Turning Point would survive, but it wouldn't do very well. It would pick back up perhaps later. That's all come through for those of you that have been with me for any length of time, and thank you. All right, Erica Kirk. Few spaces left in the last Tarot class of 2026 on June 10th. It starts 6 weeks. If you want to be in the class, email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail. thewayofpositivechange@gmail. Don't go to the website. Email me directly, please. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Let's look at EK. All right. So she just can't get things going. She's trying to get the momentum. She has goals. She thinks she's got skills, and she's like, what's happening? Why isn't this? I'm not feeling the joy. I'm feeling apathy. Oh, man, Soul, she is the bully. She's the bully in her black suit and her black cap. Bully club. All right. Oh, she's doing something with her mother. Oh, yeah, she's just not face plant. So there's going to be some other kind of episode here where her star starts to crumble and she's been betrayed. So, or being betrayed or getting ready to be betrayed. Something's happening right here on the doorstep for her, right? So her plans, who she has relied on, confided in, been aligned with or maligned with. Y'all, these are just as bad as the vice presidents. And then there's the family and the money. Man, oops, sorry, that was probably a shrill noise for you guys. All right. Hey, Lisa Foster, I'm so happy to see you. Thanks for coming on with us. Okay, this is some crazy stuff. So she is in big trouble. She's going to grift. She's still going to grift because she's got connections. But man, her public persona has been pooped on. That's all I can say. Whew. Okay. P-U-E. All right. We were doing our tarot class Wednesday night, and Elsa from class said, I just want to thank you for being there for us. And I was like, I just want to thank you guys for being there for us readers, because this is a win-win for both of us. We rely upon you. We need you. We came on. I mean, it's just been a crazy. I don't even remember if I started in 2017. So I just want to say thank you, because you mean that much to me. really. This community means everything to me, to Johnny, to Jen, to Becca, to all of us. I feel that I can speak for them, with them, not for them, but with them. All right. Lena, Linda, all of it. Me, myself, and I. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, let's take a look. President, why can't I say that? President Xi from China was walking down, the procession. They're all lined up, the greeting line, whatever. And he's shaking hands. And he got to Stephen Miller. I kid you not. He got to Stephen Miller and he gave him the once over. Like from his toes, from the head of his, it didn't take long. He just did the scan and looked right at him. But it was a noticeable pause to look at him that Miller even felt it. And it was like, I want to know, what is he thinking? What was China's President Xi thinking of Stephen Miller? It was so strange. He did it with Chung too. I think it's Stephen Chung. Oh, thank you, Terry. Okay. So Xi stopped right in front of Miller and just looked at him from head to toe. Like I said, it was just a split second. But what does he think of Stephen Miller? He looked at him and thought, who could love this little worm? Does this guy get any? I mean, that's what he was thinking. Does this guy get any? And with all his anger, he must not. He doesn't attract the women, and he isn't happy. That's clear. That's clear. Oh my God. He feels sorry for his mother. I think she actually follows our politics a lot more than people understand. And he thinks, he's successful, but he's definitely by himself. But he acts like a little spoiled brat. But he must have very poor self-esteem for the little worm that he is. I mean, he's not even like an inchworm. Well, when you ask, you get your answer. You absolutely get your answer. He just looked at him like, you poor thing. You poor little worm. Oh my God. Okay, that was good. Okay. Free trip to China is when Trump unleashed on that reporter, you stupid thing, you stupid little person, you stupid person, he said. And he said that he didn't care about, he never thought about the citizens of the United States and their pocketbooks or how much they spend or their finances. So he was like ranting. And then after, he was Mr. Nicey, like walking with Xi, telling him how much he likes his trees. And then it's like when you ask the person you're dating or something, have you brought anyone else here to this special place? So he asked the interpreter she brought anybody else special to come see these, like any envoy or any other president or statesman to come see his tree. I kid you not. Oh my God. Am I special to you, Xi, or do you bring other people here? The nonsense of it all, you guys. The nonsense. Oh my gosh. So does his doctor have him on Paxil or an equivalent drug to help him be nice and admire the trees? And then he just kept saying all these things, all these compliments that were just crazy. Oh my gosh. It's like he ate a, it's like he ate his own mushroom. I'm cracking my own self up over here. Sorry. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. John Lynn, I was just talking about you. We were talking about the storms that are going to come through Sunday and Monday. Okay. Did his doctors put him on nicey meds? When they give him his happy cocktail, bump up his IV. You got some Paxil or equivalent going on in there. Watch the sun card come out. Oh, this is the same card I got. If you didn't watch, if you didn't watch the video I did from last Friday, that this was the outcome card that he would not, when I asked if he would be able to continue or follow his presidential duties by the end of May 31st. And this is what came up. So it's just more confusion. So he's just having more and more confusion. Okay. But yes, so I would say that, he's being aided here by someone else to try to make the best of this ride. Yeah. Okay. Just something to help him feel a little more optimistic, change the mood a little bit to quiet the beast within. Okay. Yes. So this is a yes. And they didn't tell him about it. He doesn't know what's in there. That's the best part. Oh my goodness. Woo. Yep, this is to suspend, to stop him from lashing out and to, they're just trying to get him through to the end here. This is, oof. Man, yeah, it's just to help him be happy. I don't know if he's going to continue to take them. I don't know if they'll continue to do it or if they just did it for the trip. Will they continue to give happy doses to Trump? Will they continue to give him happy doses because the agitation was pray? In our class, we did a I'm so grateful because if you want to cut the cords, if you want to help someone turn around, or you got to try to manipulate the energy just a little, just a team, not a person, but the energy. So we did a couple of months ago, we did these exercises that I'm so very grateful for every time President Trump has told the truth. And now he's it's just so good. It works every time. I'll have to tell you about that in the next video, like how we wrote out all the sentences, because you got to write like 10 of them, You have to get to this. You have to really dig deep to think of something that you're like, I'm so very grateful for Trump because without him, I wouldn't know you. Something like that. So we just, I'm not I can't take any more questions. I've already got the questions from the post page, and I can't see that far right now. I'm lucky to be vertical. All right. I said the sun card would come out, and it will. But it's after another like bombastic moment. Like he gets all gnarly, and he doesn't like it when he's told that he's got too much, and then he just does. It gets off balance. So yes. So the answer is yes. So it's to help stabilize here. Yeah. Okay. Now let's ask about the tornadoes, because I was texting with Freddie Todd. Freddie and Patricia, my bestie. Okay, so I was texting with them, and because they live in Oregon, but they were in California, and we have been, well, Freddie's been watching Tom T. Moore's posts, because he's the one that really, beefed up the reports of what's going to happen with supposed earthquakes. His timeline's been off, which anyone's timelines can be off. Now he's bumped it up, but let's just see. I'm going to extend this to the end of July. If you're from Louisiana, it's July. All right. Will there be a significant earthquake anywhere in or near or on the perimeter of the state of California from now through the last day of July? Will there be a significant earthquake that affects the state of California? So this tells me, now I don't know if it's going to be significant yet, but this tells me there's an area where they have been previously, because this is the night that returns. He's the safety night. He returns to patrol the same area. There's people on alert, and they're like, don't talk to me about this. I don't want to know about it. Okay. Something here. This is a gateway. Oh, they would like to give away their share of. Here, you can have it. Come on over. We'll give it to you. Mother Earth. There's some activity here, but it's not bad. This is a little worse. I don't want to listen to this. I think this is being watched very closely. And because this man sits at the edge of the city that he's in, I'm going to say a perimeter. Okay, so there's going to be an earthquake on the perimeter. But I'm not, I don't have a whole bunch of, giant cars. This means there's still something here we should look at for perhaps a little bit later. But through July, this shows there could be activity on the perimeter. Okay. So I'm trying to, search for the signals here, symbols. Now, why would that be on its side? It would not be it doesn't necessarily mean that there'd be a lot of commerce there. There's not a lot of commerce there. Or not a lot of families there. Okay. Now let's see if there's going to be, let's ring the bell. We're kind of clearing the palette of the cards. Jen Lynn, we got to get together soon. Okay. Will there be a significant earthquake in the state or bordering thereon in the state of Oregon? Between now and the last day of July. Will there be a significant earthquake that affects the state of Oregon between now and the last day of July? Okay, so here we have the moon phases again. Same card, same place. I feel like the Pacific Northwest is being protected, you know, by loving. It's like, thank you, Bern O'Malley. Thanks for typing out the question. I really appreciate it. I would join this Sunday, Jen, but we're supposed to have really bad storms. If they move up the time, I will. But thank you so much. We moved our Sunday class to tomorrow because I don't want to get kicked off line in the middle of class. Okay, so because we have 3 major arcana here, I'm going to say that there will be something. This also could be on perimeter because it's away from where there's activity here. Okay. All right. So is it okay? So Oregon. How does Oregon deal with seismic activity from now through? Is this going to be difficult for them or small? Because we have the Page of Cups there. I mean, this could have like a little, maybe they say there's going to be a little tsunami or something like that, like little comes before the word tsunami. But, you know, so it could be off the coast. But this is, you know, noteworthy, but they're okay. Okay. All right, now let's take a look at the state of Washington. All right. Will there be a significant earthquake from now until or through the last day of July of this year that affects the state of Washington State? Okay, so there we're getting another high priestess. That could be something that's not talked about, something that's held secret, small. This could be, you know, like with Oregon, it could be something that happens further out that has a ripple effect towards the state. So we aren't getting the tower or anything. I didn't like that we had the high priestess up here for Oregon, but Now, this might be a more wealthy area that could have some effect. So an area of wealth. So what would that be? Seattle or Olympia is the state capital. All right, so I mean, we're not getting terrible things. Okay, so hopefully Tom Timor's, who taught us about the MBOs and BPs, so we're grateful to him. And all psychics have measure of, timing issues, and so hopefully, nothing goes off in the. Let's just ask. Is there gonna be a significant earthquake from now through the end of the month of July in and around the area of Yellowstone? Now there's a simmering or something we can't see. Perimeter, man, that is just so, I have to sit with that for a while. When I come back, I may come back. We're not supposed to have storms Sunday early. So I may come back on Sunday. We'll see what happens, because this new moon, you guys, make sure you have your sacred place set up. Get your altar together where you can do your gratitude list, do 3 things on your short-term vision board, shift your focus to something that's important to you. Okay, there's going to be a problem by Yellowstone. There is going to be a problem by Yellowstone. Okay, I don't know how large. We'll revisit this. Okay, but I don't like. Of course, I don't like this. And this is, the scientists and some, things that, in the world there are things that by sleeping, so I don't like that. Okay. But I feel like we're being watched over, guided, and guarded in the Pacific Northwest. I really like how the Two of Cups, all kidding aside, I'm getting goosebumps. I really like how, the Two of Cups came up. That was very, very nice. Okay. Will the Strait of Hormuz be open to all very soon? I mean, Xi said he would like for it to be open. I think everybody would like for it to, Trump and Hegseth and Bibi, kick the hornet, the quietly buzzing hornet nest. All right, we're going to hear about this. We're going to hear about development or talks, right? Because the messenger of the Page of Wands is orative. It's verbal. All right, but they're just like, and we'll just open it when we feel like it, and we'll close whenever. And you shouldn't have done what you did, but now that you did, we're just going to keep playing this game. Okay. Ooh, spying. There's that same card we got for Xi helping Iran. This is a lot of nasty talk. They want control. They want to remain in control. Okay. Now, apparently, whatever, maybe Xi, I come to find out, now Pood is on his way over to see Xi. Like, who's next? I don't even want to know. Okay. I bet Trump, that's just, oh man, he's going to need those nice nicey drugs. Okay. They're being called upon to open it. So this could be, a bunch of people getting together, like, all the leaders signing a petition. All right, a coalition. Speaking, talking, people grouping together. Three, judgment. And they're like, this will cost you. This will cost you. Okay. Hopefully, this is a yes. I feel like this is a yes. So I don't know how we get through negotiation, through consultation, negotiation. This is at least a big proposal that's helpful, right? Because, and Mercury is going into Gemini, right? So this is the Mercury and the Gemini card, right? The Magi. So they're trying to work on this. They're trying to, but then this it can be sneaky with the Fool right under there and the Seven of Swords. So this isn't. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the curtain, behind the Hormuz curtain. Okay, so let me just, and continuing in that same line of questioning, will Iran launch flying objects in the air towards United States owned ships anytime soon? Will Iran launch flying things into the air? And I just asked anytime soon. I mean, that could be Tuesday, but there could be fighting on Sunday. Will Iran? They want to be aggressive. Okay. Now, do they do that, or do they observe something happening? We're going to figure that out. And then they're happy about it. Maybe they drink and say, hey, shoot that off over there. Oh, not quite. But what do they see? Like, what do they see? Something's upsetting here. All right, so now let's ask, will the Pudsters Russia launch flying objects towards our ships? Like an F flag. Will Putin's Russia launch flying objects over at the United States ships that are anchored by the Strait of Hormuz? Do you see what I'm saying? Approaching, deciding I'm going to do something. Okay, that's a yes. Okay, so that's not good. So draw your own conclusion. That is a yes. It's to distract, and I don't think it will be known. Something that they're going to do then to Ukraine. So we have to, all eyes over there. Okay. like the Fockers. That new movie is going with, and the new sequel's coming up. Oh my God, with Ariana Grande. Watch the trailer of that if you just want to laugh even for a second. All right. Will the United States launch flying objects towards Iran's ships or into Iran anytime soon? Uh-oh, that's too many sticks. Well, they're not that optimistic about it. They've already spent so much of these flying objects. They've already used so many of them. Oh no, we're going to do something real sneaky. There's the consultation. Are we going to try to outsmart them some other way? Oh, yeah. We're sneaky. We're spying, lying, information. The Page of Swords is still an irritant and aggression. So there's some tactics, sneak. We're involved in a sneak with someone else. Perhaps Pood. All right, one more player. Well, Netanyahu launch flying objects into the sky over towards our ships, Iran ships, or Iran anytime soon. I hope I'm asking this in a safe way. Oh, yeah, this is like, I want total control of this. Israel's going to have a bit of a problem, so he better watch out. You better look out. You better look out. All right, because he gets a wound. The people are not with him. Karmic. No. So I hope you understand where it's coming from and who's involved with the flying objects. Okay. Bibi is losing all support here. So this is really good. He is either going to be he's either going to be toppled the way I saw in my dream, or he is going to be placed where he can't harm others. Because he's going down. All right. Poland. I never have had a good feeling about Poland. I'm very worried about Poland. This country of Poland going to be safe, sovereign, safe, self-ruling, safety, the citizens. Poland. Will there be any kind of flying objects or people on the ground problems over there? They're made to feel safe, but it's a false sense of security. And they have to be careful with their, oh boy, there's a sneak. Something already sneaky happened there. I'm still just getting, I get the heaves, you know? All right, long-term, okay, they're okay. But there's still some problems here. And I don't know if they're gonna have to scramble some jets just like Japan just had to scramble some jets. And there was another country that had to scramble from a threat. So if long-term, they're gonna be okay. Okay, that's good. All right, and then Karen wanted to know about Greenland. Greenland and Denmark. Are they safe, sound, secure, sovereign? Do they get to keep their self-government? Greenland. Did you hear Ratcliffe went into Cuba? Temperance. Temperance is needed. Balance is needed. Like anybody has money, like we have money to offer to purchase them. I mean, come on. We do not. So we might have been in that game. We might have had enough money for that before. So Greenland wins. Russia may give them a little bit of a problem, but Greenland wins. Stays away from the United States because of what's already happened with Iran. All right. All right. Ski bum. Thank you, Karen, for that question. Thank you, everyone that has posted on the post section on my channel for this. Ski bum asked, Fed Chair Jerome Powell steps down today. Let's take a look at the United States citizens. How is our economy here in the United States over the next 3 or 4 months? Short-term economic outlook for the United States citizens. Banks. Well, no, for you and I. Well, it includes banks because we put our money in banks. Right? All right, a lot of meetings, a lot of planning that does not appease you and I. Some people feel that they need help. We need help. Some people give, some people receive, some people. Can you receive without guilt? Can you give without? Change. Everybody has to get together to make change, world change. There are people that are really going to come to the rescue here. There are some good people, like maybe Melinda Gates, and some other really helpful people. Like I'm sure maybe Oprah Winfrey. I don't know. I don't know who else coming to help, but there are some helpful people coming. They're putting their heads together, and they're going to try to reshape this world and get together and have these meetings. Okay. This is our hopes and fears. We have to believe in forces that are unseen. This is the most important part of this card, is to have faith, even when it isn't in front of your nose, when the facts aren't in front of your nose. All right. We're going to be okay. This is good. Really, really good. Something changes during the time of Cancer, which is the latter part of June on in through July. All right. This is good. I'm loving it. There's going to be a turn. It's like some real wonky stuff is happening, in these next few weeks and throughout the rest of May. And we just have to hold on to our seat and, focus on gratitude, focus on our short-term goals, focus on each other, lifting each other up. All right. Okay. DHS and Russia's going to do bad stuff. Okay. For entertainment purposes only. My First Amendment right to say what I think. All right. Celebrate each day as it's your birthday. Eat cake if you can. I can't, so eat some for me. Okay. I have to up my protein. You eat the cake, I eat the meat. Okay. All right. Okay. DHS, Markwayne Mullin. I always want to call him Mick Mullen because it just even sounds better. Bubba Markwayne Mick Mullen. He's a fighting guy. All right. He's been giving his marching orders by Homan and Stephen Miller. So, first of all, what does Markwayne Mullin's future look like? Let's just ask about him first. I mean, believe it or not, he does have some ethical views of what's right and wrong. So maybe his parents didn't do all that, but because there are some things he doesn't want to do. That's it easy. Oh boy. Oh. Him and Stevie. This is how G saw Stevie. I don't like calling him that. The worm. I can't get it together. They have funds appropriated. They are going to drive around. They are going to send paddy wagons out. They are going to try to, ICE is going to try to round up people, for sure. They are going to round up people. But he does not have. He is stuck in that position. I don't even know if he wanted that, but he's sure not having fun there. I don't think anybody Noem probably had fun there. Okay, so let's see. Will DHS and ICE, will DHS and ICE make it painful for, they take citizens, green card, people, dreamers, birthrights. They've taken, God, send prayers because prayers work, you guys. Prayers work. Guides and angels. Are they going to round up people? Is it going to be bad here for a bit? DHS and ICE officers, are they going to make it real painful for people? It's terrible already in those centers. What is that? The Dilly place? I don't know. Alligator Alcatraz is closing. I mean, they're trying here, but this night is on its side. So it is ill-formed. It doesn't have a positive layout or, paragraph description. I mean, there just isn't, the forces are not aligned for this. There is aggression right there, okay? I mean, there is aggression. But I don't think they're gonna, I think they get overruled and let's see, we win this. Government is going to step in here somehow. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Okay. They are going to do bad things. I mean, they definitely are going to do bad things. But I don't feel like they win this. I feel like we win this. They're stuck trying to make these numbers and everything. But they will chain people up, and it's not good. It's not good. But government is going to stop. Believe it or not, I know it's hard for me to even say that, but it is. Somehow they're going to get stopped somehow. They're still they try, like they step over their skis and then they get brought back. And then they step over their skis and then they get brought back. So we just have to keep bringing them back. All right, it's time for me to go. I'm going to do a reading for you and me. Excuse me. Guides in here. Just please, everyone, be weather aware. See you soon, Jen. Everyone, please be weather aware, especially Sunday. I mean, it can be, there's areas that are bad Saturday, but Sunday and Monday look scary. This new moon is a real doozy, you guys. This is a reading for you and me. Okay. Say your prayers. Your prayers are heard. Get good rest. Pay attention to where your focus is and what you are focusing on. Make plans for your altar and your sacred space and what you're going to do with your next couple of days. Decide what are the most 3 important things. You do have to get up and do them. So don't stay in your jammies. They're saying, don't stay in your jammies. Okay. Because you might feel like staying in your jammies. All right. We have helpers. We have helpers here. I love that. Okay. Follow your intuition. Watch your animal totems. Receive the messages. You can't get your messages if you stay in watching movies in your jammies. You gotta get up, and let's just pick your top 3, and then call your bestie to make some plans here. Get up, re-energize, get your Java, get your mushroom coffee, your caffeine, whatever, whatever you can have. Plan, balance. 1, 2, 3. 3 goals. What are your 3 short-term goals for the weekend? All right. Don't focus on 10. Focus on 3 because you'll squirrel here. So choose 3. All right. And then have some cake and music. Okay. This is very loving. This is loving arts, loving energy, invitations. Invite your bestie over or go pick her up or meet her out. Go for a sip and paint class. Do something artsy, some music, anything that has to do with the arts of any kind. That's even creating your garden, you know. But with a friend, do something, send out invitations, and then and get together and feel the love. Feel the love, man. Do the arts. Okay? The moon is going to be wonk, but just don't focus on the nonsense and the aggressive and the crabby people. Some people are going to be really crabby, but it's not going to be you and I and our besties. It's not. Okay. Go have some artsy fartsy fun, some sip and paints, and stay balanced, but pick 3 things. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do these 3 things, but then I'm going to play some music. Okay. All right. Much love to you guys. Have a great weekend. If it gets cray, I'll be back on Sunday before the storms. Okay. If they move it around and it looks like it'll come earlier, then maybe I can go on with Jen Lit. All right. See you soon. Thanks for everything. Thank you, Bern.